Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, yesterday we had a protest in this country, and CS Kipchumba Murkomen, being in charge of the Interior Ministry, there are several posts that he tweeted before the protest, which we will look into. And today, after the protest, there is a video that Kipchumba Murkomen shared. In fact, it was live streamed, and he was busy in Nairobi CBD trying to assess the level of damage, business and property that were damaged following the demonstration. So his aim today is to assess the level of damaged properties. And of course, after that, I've seen he's now going for a press conference. We will be looking into what he'll be addressing in that press conference. But then the focus for now is on what Kipchumba has done, assessing the level of damage. Damage to what? Properties and the business in Nairobi CBD following the protest. There are questions that Kenyans are asking following the exercise that CS for Interior has conducted after the protest. And the question is, has he really done a genuine job concerning what happened yesterday? He is accessing really what really happened on ground. Are there questions to ask? There are very many. But first of all, before the protest, Kipchumba Murkomen assured Kenyans of their security. The business people and all Kenyans, including the protesters, he assured them. He was very early in the office, and I just want us to go through the post that he shared before the protest. Then we look into what he's now talking about. Here is one of the posts that he did. We have a nation to keep and build. On my way to work this morning, I met so many Kenyans who were up early and making their way to their daily hustle. We shall do everything to protect everyone and their livelihoods. I appreciate all our men and women in uniform who keep us all safe and secure. God Day. Of course, Kipchumba Murkomen was accompanied by men in uniform. Today, he is also accompanied by men in uniform, assessing the level of damage. So, he is assuring Kenyans. In another post again, as you go about your daily activities, be assured your safety and protection of your livelihood is our top priority. He's assuring people now your safety and your livelihood is a priority. For those who will turn up to exercise their constitutional right to demonstrate, we urge them to do so peacefully and unarmed as provided for in our laws. Peace is the foundation of a strong and prosperous nation. Let us all join hands to uphold it. That was Kipchumba. Then what followed? This message today. Assessing damage to business and property following yesterday's demonstration, Nairobi City. Sasa huyu ni Mheshimiwa Kipchumba Murkomen, CS for Interior. It is good to assess the level of damage to properties. But Kenyans are asking one question. How comes the CS is only concerned with assessing the level of damage to properties, but not trying to go further to assess the level of police killing during the protest? How many people were killed? Has he assessed those? And why is he not live streaming it so that we can see the CS looking into the number of people who died, meeting their families, and assuring them, of justice? Like he's telling the business people that tutashika hao watu. Ni lini watakuja watuambie vile watashika wale polisi ambao walitumia excessive force to kill the unarmed protesters? When will he assure us of that? So looking at this, Kipchumba Murkomen is literally telling us that properties are so much important compared to human life. Or how do you take that point? He has told us nothing about those who were killed during the protest, but he's telling us about the properties that have been destroyed during the protest. So what is the aim of this activity conducted by the CS Interior? There is a hidden agenda here. The agenda is that this regime is looking for something to hold onto and put the blame right at the doorstep of Gen Zs, the organizers of the protest. They want the world to see the level of damage to properties during the protest. And the blame goes to the organizers of the protest. So that's what they are focusing on. Look for a blame, put on individuals. Then find a reason, now listen to this one, to use excessive force to handle the protesters. Just in case we will have another protest like this one. So that police will be allowed to use excessive force. Excessive force means beating people, shooting them, opening tear gas on the protesters. That is what they want to do. They want to find a reason to start arresting peaceful protesters. That is what I can read in Kipchumba Murkomen statement. Wanatafuta njia tu ya kushika wa Kenya, alafu wawekee makosa hata ambayo hawakuhusika. And I want to tell you that the blame, according to me, goes direct to the office of the CS of Interior, Kipchumba Murkomen himself. How? This issue of damage to properties, we put it on the police. They knew the protest was coming. How are they prepared? And how comes there was destruction of properties when we had police officers deployed in the protest time? That then tells me that there is a possibility police officers were focusing on mainly dispersing peaceful protesters, but not providing security to protesters. Their focus was on killing Gen Zs. Their focus was on silence the voices of Kenyan who are protesting, but not taking care of the properties. Haja yao haikuwa kulinda mali. Ingekuwa ni kulinda mali, then there is no way the looters would have gone scot-free. There was a possibility the officers would have arrested those criminals and take them to court so that they will face the full force of law. See, this criminal, looting is criminality. It's criminal. Hii inaweza kuwa kama robbery. But their focus was on stopping the protest. They focused on something different, and the goons found an opportunity to loot properties in Nairobi. So who should carry the blame? This regime should carry this blame. Don't put it on Gen Zs or protesters. Goons discovered that you people, you are very busy focusing on stopping the protest, but not solving the problem. So as you focus to kill Gen Zs, stop the protest, goons were taking advantage and use that opportunity to loot in Nairobi. So this is a blunder committed by this regime, and the police officers should be answerable to this. Remember, there were peaceful protesters in this country. We saw university students being killed in broad daylight for no good apparent reason. So before Kipchumba put a blame on protesters, let the police carry their own blame. Why did they allow this to happen? And how come they were focusing more on tear-gassing Kenyans and laughing at the same time? They were really enjoying tear-gassing Kenyans. They have been conning protesters in corridors, then open tear gas on the protesters just to injure them, just to suffocate them. As they were doing so, looters were using that opportunity to seize properties from the shops. This blame goes to this government, in my view. I don't know your views, but please let us meet in the comment section to continue this discussion. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in our next video.